Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I don't think I've covered this one before. I've covered some other psychedelics. But not this one. And I'll link those in the description. And MindMed is what I was trying to say. So MindMed is the one that I have, the one that I've covered the most, but we'll go ahead and take a look at this one. This one's been on my radar for quite some time, and look at the ratings. But this is Cybin, ticker CYBN. I haven't looked at this one in a while, so I mean it could be looking at getting delisted since it's 26 cents. And if we do some history here, wow, a year ago it was 56 cents, 38. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this one. I mean, even if we go back to here, it's like September of 2022, so it's been over a year. I don't know what's keeping this one from getting delisted. I mean, let's look at the 5-year. So it looks like it came onto the market in August of 2021, 320, and just immediately dropped off. So like January of 22, it started falling. So almost the last year and a half it's been below. This I don't even think counts because it has to be in there so many days. I would have to look that up to see how many days it's got to be above $1 before it can get delisted again. But I don't know what's keeping this one hanging on, being traded here. But anyway, we'll move forward. But as you can see, it hasn't been above $1 for quite some time. Past 3 months is down 47%. So the more I look at it, it's like, why are you even doing a video on this one? But I've heard some talk about it, so I thought, what the heck? I mean, it's so cheap. If this one were to take off, even if it hit $1 again, if you bought it at these prices, you'd triple your money. So 27, I mean, it's just 25. It just can't hold anything. And if you don't know much about this one, clinical stage biopharmaceutical, which makes it extra volatile. Company's mission is to create safe and effective psychedelic. If you don't know much about psychedelics, study them. I was totally against them, had the wrong idea about them. I just thought it was LSD, tripping out and all this stuff, but it helps with mental disorders, depression, just all kinds of stuff. So do your research and don't discount these. These are might not be tomorrow or next year, might be 5 years or 10 years down the road, but these should take off at some time. So psychedelic-based therapeutics to address large unmet need for new and innovative treatment options for people who suffer from, here we have it, mental health condition. The goal is to revolutionizing mental health care, which there's tons of mental health care that needs to be addressed. Mental health is supported by a network of world-class partners and intentionally recognized as scientists aimed at progressing proprietary drug discovery platforms, innovative drug delivery systems, and novel formulation approaches and treatment regimens. So finish going over the rest on your own, but this one was founded in 2016. Tiny market cap, 52 million. A lot of videos I've done today are 50 million market cap, so not too big of companies. High today of 28 cents, low of 0.2521, and it opened at 0.2738. 52-week high of $1.14 and low of 0.2521. Not a lot of volume on this one. You'd have to trade a bunch of shares just to even capture that penny or a couple pennies. Probably wouldn't even be worth your time, but this one would be a buy it and pray forget it. But again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. But the ratings on it are just kind of mind-blowing, so 100% as a buy. Here's their earnings. So spot on. It's like it missed. Spot on. Beat. So we'll see what the next one does here in June. So maybe that'll do something to it. Looks like I tried buying some of this at one point in time at $1.13. Kind of glad that didn't fill. But like I said, I've covered MindMed, I think Compass once or twice. Need to look at some of these other ones. I already did a video on Tilray today, so you can check that out in the library. Over here on Bing, currently showing this one as a strong buy too, so I mean, it's just got great ratings, so it'd almost be interesting just to dump. I mean, you could get 100 shares of it for like $26, isn't that right? 100 shares for $26. I don't know. It's tempting at the price. But just a thought, so. Got some more information. Cybin is on the fall. So traded at 0.28 at the close of the session on Tuesday, 5/30/2023. Made the downward movement to minus 2.91 on the previous day price. So it's even going down, so you could get it at a little bit more of a discount. Looking at the stock, we see the previous close was 29 cents, and the beta 5-month reads at 1.90, with the day's range being 27 cents to 30 cents. In terms of its 52-week price range, Cybin has a high, not a hit. You probably think I just took a hit, of $1.14 and a low of 26 cents. The company's stock has lost about 18% over the past 30 days. So they had a market cap of $73.18 million and expected to release its quarterly earnings on February 10. It's weird. I've run into this before where they get past dates. I don't get it. So I'm just going to pause. You can read over that and we're going to move on. Major investor commits, this is what made me do the video, $30 million to psychedelics funding, and this was just out yesterday. Canadian psychedelics biotech Cybin entered into a common share purchase agreement with institutional investor Lincoln Park Capital Fund, LPC, for the sale of up to $30 million in cash of its common share within a 36-month period. So the CEO says the facility will allow Cybin to further strengthen its cash position by accessing capital on an as-needed basis, using the best market conditions and providing the company with additional runway. Following LPC's obligation to purchase common shares from Cybin under the deal, the company issued 2,538,844 common shares to the investor as a commitment fee. Under the agreement, which does not include warrants, derivatives, or any other share class, common share price be based. Common share sale will be made pursuant to and qualified by the way of a prospectus supplement to Cybin's base shelf prospectus dated July 5th. Moving on here, Cybin announces $30 million common stock purchase agreement from Lincoln Park Capital Fund, so kind of what we just went over. We'll see if there's any additional information that we can pull out. So common shares over a 36-month period at prices that are based on the market at the time of the sale. So again, I'm just going to skim through here. I don't see any more information that we already covered. Cybin to present at Jefferies Healthcare Conference, and this is dated today, so they're getting out in the spotlight, getting the word out. Clinical stage biopharmaceutical company committed to revolutionizing mental health care by developing new and innovative psychedelic-based treatment options is pleased to announce that Doug Drysdale, CEO officer, will present Jefferies Healthcare Conference taking place in New York City on June 7th through the 9th. So maybe that will up the price as well. Get some people looking at the stock, buying it, and maybe that'll push it up. So you can listen to the webcast by clicking there. So again, they're a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company on a mission to create safe and effective psychedelic-based therapeutics to address the large unmet need for new and innovative treatment options for people who suffer from mental health conditions. You'd think this would be huge because there's all kinds of mental health conditions, especially since 2020. Goal of revolutionizing mental health care is supported by a network of world-class partners and internationally recognized scientists aimed at progressing proprietary drug discovery platforms, innovative drug delivery systems, and novel formulation approaches and treatment regimens. Headquartered in Canada, founded in 2019, operation in Canada, United States, and the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and Iowa. For company updates, you can go right to their website, www.cybin.com. Kind of showing a bearish pattern detected. Over here on Reddit, what's stopping from being delisted? Exactly what I said, so I don't know what's stopping it from being delisted. Maybe we'll hear some news on that next. So saw this in Austin, Texas. It's the best mushroom stock. I don't know, there's a couple of them. MindMed is my favorite. I've even traded MindMed, but I have some shares that I'm just holding. Cybin. I'll have to do a video on MindMed next, because I have traded that one. There's just more of a swing on that one to get a bigger profit, if that's what you're looking for. So over here on tip ranks, this is what just kind of blows my mind. Cybin analysts, a moderate buy, one buy with a $10 price tag. That would. Sorry, the power went out there for a moment, but what I was saying is a moderate buy, one rating showing a buy with a $10 price tag, and that's how they tip ranks usually prices some of these that are under $1. They just put it $10 across the board instead of like highest price target like 15, average 10, lowest like $5, if you see what I'm saying. So, but moving on here. And let's see if there's any other information here. Kind of already went over a little bit about the company, but that is pretty much it for Cybin. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share on this one, or if you have another favorite psychedelic. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a video here shortly on MindMed. It's a little bit more attractive to look at that one and see what we can figure out in regards to a trade. So, but again, this is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. And happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.